Spacey Sims, and we're back with more of the Men of Yoshiwara, Kikuya. And we're still in Tokiwa's route, and we're just never gonna see him again. I mean, obviously we know we are, but, like, there's gonna be some, like, they're just trying to make, like, they do a good job, though, in this one of, like, you're like, he's doing all these banquets, and then we're never gonna see him again. It's like, God damn it, we better get some before we never see him again. We know we're gonna marry the man, but it's still like, just in case. Spacey doesn't trust these games. Anyway, so here we are. And on the 7th night, I headed to Kikuya while holding complicated feelings in my heart. I went down the main street and stopped in front of Kikuya. Within the red-painted gates, gentlemen displayed their beauty. Of course, Tokiwa-san, whom I bought for the night, wasn't there. And Tokiwa-san, when I saw the gentlemen with the gates here for the first time, I just thought they were beautiful. I didn't know that it meant they were captive. I wished to be touched. And the gentleman with those gates must have pain. I shouldn't have touched him so easily. Even if I could let a canary out to the sky, I couldn't guarantee what would happen afterwards. After this night ended, I wouldn't be able to meet Tokiwa-san anymore. Even though Tokiwa-san didn't know the truth, I made up my mind and entered Kikuya. My final night had just begun. Well, I guess we could have done that in the last part, but whatever. On the eve, Chapter 10. Tonight's banquet was especially gorgeous. All the performances, the sake, the dishes, and the beautiful gentlemen who colored the banquet. It was the most extravagant banquet since Kikuya's inception. Spacey, it's all thanks to you. And thank you. Tokiwa-san bowed to me respectfully. Oh no, No, say no more. You've made me into a real man. Well, I mean, not technically. I'm sure someone else did that. Wait, what? Never mind. Tokiwa-san, I also want to think that way. He was the man that I loved so much. He was the man who taught me for the first time what love is. Well, he might teach you later what love is, you know? I should not be allowed to play these. The big banquets end tonight, don't they? Now let's go out with a bang and fully enjoy ourselves. I mean, I've been trying, but you won't meet me halfway. Again, please don't make me read it. Tokiwa-san was sitting with his knees straight up next to me. He smelled of confidence and pride. He looked totally different from the way he did a few days ago. If that's the case, I had to smile until the end tonight. Yes, Tokiwa-san. On this occasion, I must present you with my serious dance. In front of the line of gentlemen and performers, Tokiwa-san pulled his fan out of his chest pocket and opened it all at once. Wow! Sounded more like a 10-year-old kid than a young gentleman, but whatever. As a special treat, I'll also let you guys listen to my singing tonight. Tokiwa-san stood up in the center of the parlor room. Could you just imagine if you weren't, like, super gorgeous? You know, you were just kind of average and you weren't really good at, like, fan dancing or, like, singing. You'd be like... Well, you wouldn't be at Kikuya. You'd be at one of the, like, slummier places. But god, man, that would be... You're just like... Man, just so average and normal. Like... Just feel like you'd just be like, hope that there's no one like Tokiwa where you work. You'd be like... He just makes me feel so overly average and it sucks. He's just so exceptional. I don't know. Takao is pretty exceptional at being a hoe, but... I mean... It looked like a single beautiful flower had bloomed. The atmosphere in this room suddenly changed into something gorgeous. His strong but transparent voice rang throughout the room over the sound of the shamisen. Shamisen? Shamisen. And his dance was sensual and mesmerizing. I can't say it right, no I can't. Tokiwa-san, you're amazing. He would sometimes cast a flirtatious glance at me, and it made me feel as if he were inviting me. I mean... After Tokiwa-san finished his dancing and singing, the room was filled with great applause. I haven't showed you my serious dance since the first day we met. He came back to his seat next to me and sat down. He smiled confidently. What do you think? You've fallen in love with me all over again, haven't you? Oh, you precious little thing. He asked for my impression and I smiled at him. It was more amazing than ever before. I've fallen in love with you all over again. Yeah, I've fallen in love with you all over again. Yeah, we're going there. Yes, I've fallen in love with you all over again. Haha, right? You're like, yes, I've fallen in love with you all over again. I know, right? It's not exactly how I expected you to respond to that, but okay. Even though I've said it before, I felt embarrassed when you said it to me directly. Tokiwa-san covered his mouth with his hand and chuckled. In the middle of the banquet, I went to the toilet, and when done, I headed back to the parlor room. On my way back, I heard some gentlemen talking in front of the parlor room. Only Tokiwa-san could dance so well. After that good client came, his performing skills improved. And not only his performing skills, I heard he also got clients from the rumors that have spread. Wow, he's already got such a client, but is still so popular. He's already got a client, but is still so popular. I didn't know that. But when I think about it, it seems only natural. I was going to disappear from here after tonight. I shouldn't think about it right now. I felt a bit sad and went back to the parlor room where the banquet continued. When I went back to the parlor room, Tokiwa-san was surrounded by young gentlemen. Would you teach us how to dance and sing next time? Your dance is just amazing. Is there some sort of trick to it? When I have time, I'll teach you guys. The secret technique behind my dance is love. Tokiwa-san continued to talk proudly at the center of the circle of people. Spacey, you're back. He noticed me and asked me to sit down next to him. He became really popular among the clients and other gentlemen respected him too. There you go. If that's the case, Tokiwa-san would be okay. If I would never come here again after tonight. Tokiwa-san looked into my face and put his hand over my face to comb my bangs. Did something happen to you? Oh, no, it's nothing. Tokiwa-san, it seems that everyone likes you. If people admire me, it just makes me want to talk to them more. Because you're kind, Tokiwa-san. When I'm with you, Spacey, you naturally soften my feelings. He combed my hair with caring hand movements. Wow, hand movements. He combed my hair with caring hand movements. Wow. I don't know why I keep wanting to read that. He combed my hair with caring hair movements. Jesus. When he was kind to me, it made me feel even sadder. I may never see him again. If so, I wanted to smile to the end. So I had to put a huge smile on my face. I really love your smile, Spacey, even when it's fake. When you smile at me, it makes me very happy. And me too. I feel warm in my heart. I had to smile. Whenever I thought so, I felt pain in my heart. Please look forward to seeing me in the courtesan's procession tomorrow. I'll show you a great courtesan's procession that will make everyone stop and admire me. Yes. Hey guys, entertain this lady more. Tokiwa-san stood up and shouted in a lively voice. And the banquet showed more of its gorgeousness and continued late into the night. And today's banquet was the best banquet ever. As we passed into late night, we moved to the bedroom. Tokiwa-san held me into his chest and laid down. Like, does your mom not know where the fuck... Like, your mom's like, the fuck have you been every night for the past week? I heard that the rumor about me made the talk of the town in Yoshiwara and elsewhere. Is it true? Yes, I saw you were in the newspaper, too. It means that everyone acknowledges me, Tokiwa-sama. I'm happy. He seemed to be really happy and smiled more. Tomorrow's courtesan procession will be a sight, Spacey. Everyone in Kikuya is preparing for it. I'm looking forward to seeing it. Are you going to try to tell me that she's not even going to see him in the procession? Because that's sad as fuck. It's not like you have to pay. Girl, just... Oh my god. Oh my god. Anyway. To our surprise, the street killer may strike then. Don't say such things. Could you imagine? He gets stabbed. Well, I don't think that would be the normal ending. Be depressing. Are you worried about me? But it'll be okay. Iroha-san will take care of that. If he tried to kill me, it's proof that I'm the top gentleman, right? But I should have learned some sword skills like Kagura. If I could beat him in a brilliant manner, it would be so cool. Typical dude. Be so cool if I could take him down. Oh, good lord. Tokiwa-san leisurely laughed next to me. I understood that the courtesan's procession was all that was on Tokiwa-san's mind now. But I felt pain in my heart and couldn't say anything. Tonight was the last night that we would be able to spend time together. Tokiwa-san, I wanted to forget the reality that was coming before me. Before I knew it, I flung myself into Tokiwa-san's chest and held on to him. Spacey, your body is so warm. Tokiwa-san put his arms around my back, and then he covered me entirely with his broad chest. Tokiwa-san, I love you. I want to be with you. I don't want to leave you at all. My emotions surged forth from the bottom of my heart. Oh, what happened, Spacey? Huh? Tokiwa-san wiped the corner of my eyes with his finger, and I finally noticed that I was crying. Hey, you're right next to me. You don't have anything to cry about, do you? No! Everything's fine! Hey. Tokiwa-san kept holding my body and pressed his lips to my eye. Hey, your tears are salty, Spacey. Tokiwa-san. But whenever he was kind to me, the tears would spill from my eyes non-stop. Oh no. My love is crying. I'll be holding you in my chest like this tonight. So please stop crying, okay? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You felt worried when I said I'd be attacked in the middle of the procession, right? Yes. That. Exactly. Yes. I had no choice but to leave it at that. Tokiwa-san, I'll be okay, and nothing terrible will happen. Well, I mean, aside from me leaving you and abandoning you, and that'll break your heart, but... Maybe... Okay, I was literally like, how are we going to explain this? Like, we're going to go away, obviously, for a while. It's going to kill us. We're either going to, make a delivery, and he's going to be like, why did you leave me? Because I have no more money. Or, like, is he going to, do the, wear a sheet and skulk out, like Takao did? You know what I love about this? How unrealistic it is. Aside from the fact that we're a woman going to, Manhor Island and, I don't mean that. I just mean in the, their job is their courtesan job, okay? They just woo ladies. That's their job. Okay? They can enjoy their job all they want. But, this little virgin girl comes and they just magically fall in love with her, and then when she can't see them anymore because either they're her brother, obviously he wasn't, but or ran out of money or whatever it is, every single one of them is going to go the same way. We magically fall in love and they fall in love with us, and then we have to leave them for a short period of time and they just fall the fuck apart. Their whole world is look, you're setting some unrealistic expectations, Games. That women are just going to be like, you know what, I just need to take a break. I'm just going to be away for a week, and a man's whole life is going to fall apart. That's not how it works. He wouldn't give a shit. They don't fall in love with you that fast. I mean, good fucking lord. Could you just imagine? Okay, you think when they poses in a great game, you're like, I would love for a man to love me that much. No. That he literally can't function without you. I know it's just an extreme. You know what I mean? It's kind of like how they make them have giant eyes and they go to extremes. Looking at you, fucking Hakawoki, where it's literally her entire face is just her fucking eyes and it looks stupid and wrong. This girl's eyes are done well. Okay, they're done well. Because she actually has eyes, unlike most Dokkanzaka Labs games, they don't have eyes. But, you know what I mean? You're like, I know it's supposed to be just an exaggeration, but you're like, but yes, I would love for someone to love me so much that they're like, you're just amazing and wonderful. Yeah, thanks. But okay, so I'm going to go away for the weekend somewhere, and then they just, you come back, and they're just, in a puddle, and they haven't been able to function for, 2 days. I thought you were never coming home! Even a dog could manage. Okay, maybe not for 2 days, it would literally pee itself, but, the fuck? Don't be that needy. As a man or a woman. Seriously. I mean, I suppose I understand when you get broken up with, if you're in love with someone and they break up with you, then you're, kind of a mess for, a short period of time. But I guess that's basically how they react. Okay, you know what? I just take it back. All right. They're just overreacting in the, like, she broke up with me. Okay, I can understand that then. Never mind. I shouldn't have said it. It's just, we didn't just go away on a vacation. Like, we literally, they're like, she's never coming back. It's definitely a little more girly than, I don't know. I don't know of any man who's ever, like, fallen apart like that. But, like, women, yeah, we fall apart like that. Hi. The fuck? Of course, I've only dated douche holes. So, like... What? Why are you screaming? What? I'm not talking about you! I mean, you freak out. I leave, like, for 2 minutes. I go to the bathroom and you're out here doing that. You can see me. I'm sitting right here. Please don't scream at me. What? Why? You know that's not a nice noise. Why you do that? Why you do that? You're in your terrible fives? You are 5 years old. Why you scream like a baby? Why you scream like a brat? You scream like a baby. Just being the baby. No, you 5 years old. You big boy now. You big boy now. Yeah, you're not supposed to scream like that. You's big bird. That's not true. You'll always be my baby. Even when you're like encroaching in your old man years, where you're ready to die, be like, you're still my baby. But not the baby bird, because that was the other birdie. Baby bird was the baby bird. You're just a bird that's a baby. That was always really confusing when baby bird was around. Telling me, like, you're my baby bird. He's like, what? No, the other bird is baby bird. How do you not know my name, woman? He doesn't know his own fucking name. He's Neelix. He's Nemo. He's been called Netflix before. My dad didn't want to call him Neelix, so he called him Nemo. So sometimes my mom will call him Nemo, just to... Like, he doesn't know. What's up, asshole? Booger butt face. Booger fussy. It's not a booger face, it's booger fussy. I don't know why. What? Stop yelling! Get over here. Come here if you want snuggles. Why are you just yelling at me? You're too... I can't. Alright. Anyway, I'm sorry. I couldn't believe this would really be the end for us. I continued to cry quietly in Tokiwa-san's arms. Hey! Stop. Suddenly, something bright shined outside of my eyes. Was it morning already? God damn it! You wasted your last night with him! I thought tonight of all nights I would spend the night with him without sleeping. Did I cry myself to sleep yesterday night? Tokiwa-san was sleeping quietly in front of me. You were like, I'm gonna hold you, and then passed out promptly. Oh! Wait, we paid all this money and we never got to have sex with this man? I'm just slightly disappointed. Look, I don't want to read those things, we know that, but I'm extremely disappointed that we didn't get our money's worth. Oh, sure, we got banquets and shit. That's not what I'm here for. I'm not paying for... Yeah, great, there's a banquet. Uh-huh, great. Sexy dancing. I better get laid. I bought you a banquet. I didn't even get sex. I feel like a man right now. Bitch, I bought you dinner. I have never had anyone guilt me like that because I've also I don't go on dates, so. Shit just happens. Just hang out with people and then it's just, I don't know. Never been like a real formal date thing. I think like twice in my life, but I don't know. Or I just forget. I don't know. It's weird. Anyway. Well, relationships just seem to happen. Or you hang out with people and you're friends with them and then you start dating them. Or like, you just like hang out and have pizza and then the next thing you know you're dating them. Not like, okay, I'm going to go on a formal date and we go to a restaurant and we're doing the interview. That makes me anxious. I can't handle that. I just need shit to happen. I've always said or I guess I've had dates and I just don't think of them as dates, like the typical, like, okay, so he picked me up and I got all dressed up and we went to dinner. That's literally like, I think I've had that happen like twice. Once my friend set me up on a blind date and I was like, fuck this, I don't want to go, so I didn't give a shit. And like once I was actually excited and my friend did my hair and like all that's it. It's like literally it that I can think of. Of course, once I'm like not seeing someone anymore, I just forget everything because it's not important anymore. I remember some shit, but not like a lot of it. But yeah, no, most other things I didn't like. They just, your friends, you're in your friends group and then that's how you know them. And then you sort of start dating and it's just, but it's never like you have like a first date. You're already kind of, I don't know, it was just really weird. Kind of skip over that like first, maybe second date before you're kind of sort of seeing someone. It's just you're already kind of sort of seeing them before you come to. I don't know. Or first dates just never. I know, it's just so weird, but anyway. So still, I bought banquets! I get laid, right? That's how it works. Anyway. Tokiwa-san was sleeping quietly in front of me. Tokiwa-san... In the end, I couldn't tell him the truth. I wished I could have had a memorable night tonight. Yeah, well, that's your own fault. Though I thought that, it couldn't be because the night had already passed. Your hand, Spacey. It feels nice. Oh, Before I knew it, I was stroking Tokiwa-san's head with my hand. Oh, girl. His hair, which felt like feathers, tangled with my fingers. Good morning. Have you already woken up? No, I'm asleep with my eyes wide open, brushing your hair. Yes. Are you going back home now? No, I'll stay here a little bit more. A little bit more. Even if it's just a few hours more. I wanted to be with this person. Just a little bit more. Please let me stay like this. Yes. I want to feel your warmth too. I don't want you to go home. Me neither. I want to be with you more. More and more. Forever. Oh my god, you precious thing. I really do actually love him a lot. I want to be with you. He hugged me. After sleeping, Tokiwa-san's clothes were a mess and his chest was exposed. Okay, I just want to pause for a second. His clothes were a mess, his chest was exposed. His chest is always exposed. Let's just not go there, okay? He lusciously touched my cheek. I want to know how you lusciously touch someone's cheek. Spacey, it felt nice when he stroked my head, so I closed my eyes. Tokiwa-san, my first love. I'll remember this warmth at least. Forever. I prepared myself to go. Ugh! Now we were gonna get some morning sex. Shit! This route cock blocks the fuck out of you, doesn't it? And the fact that those little sub-story things, he's only got 2 of them. I feel like we should have gotten... Well, they better have some naughty scenes that I don't want to read in them so that I go, why do I do this to myself? Seriously, why? I don't know. I'm all talk, but when the action happens, I'm like, shit, this is awkward. And I went down to the entrance with Tokiwa-san. Just then. And yesterday was the biggest banquet ever. Thank you so much. Iroha-san narrowed his eyes when he saw us. He bowed to me more respectfully than ever before. No. And tonight will finally be Tokiwa's courtesan procession. And the amount that you paid for Tokiwa's nights goes up to yesterday, though. Oh, what's your plan after this? Oh, that's right. Oh, what are you going to do? Well... Their looks were painful. I couldn't tell a lie, though. Well, What happened? Aren't you going to buy me again? It sounds so wrong when he says it. Doesn't it hurt you a little? He's like, aren't you going to buy me again? I mean, I know that's what we're doing, but when you say it like that, it just makes it feel really weird. Tokiwa-san looked at me without any doubt in his eyes. I paid a lot of money and I didn't get what I wanted, so no. How could I respond to that? What does please wait for my reply mean? I feel like, I don't know. I'm sorry. No, I don't want to say that. Please wait for my yeah, I'll be back. That really sounds almost worse than I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry is like, I'm sorry, I can't. And you're admitting it. Please wait for my reply. I'll be right back. I'm just going out for cigarettes, kids. And then you just never come home. Daddy's just going to get cigarettes and lottery tickets with a bag. Yes. With my duffel bag. In the middle of the night. 2 a.m. When your mom's sleeping. Like, someone just got triggered from, like, I'm just gonna go with the not say anything. It's the safe route. Probably not the right one, but it's the safe one. I didn't expect to be asked about it in front of Tokiwa-san. What should I do? No matter what I say, it would probably hurt him, right? You're not making yourself very clear, you know. Spacey? His green eyes looked at my face quizzically. Tokiwa-san, I wanted to be forever by your side. I'm sorry, Tokiwa-san, I can't see you anymore. Ooh, that was probably wrong. What? What are you saying? What do you mean? I mean, I can't be with you anymore. Tokiwa-san shook my shoulders with a pale look on his face. The fuck is happening? Sorry. His serious eyes pierced through me, but I couldn't even tell the truth. My heart creaked with pain. I have no choice. I can't buy your nights anymore. Huh? I didn't mean to lie to you, but I felt that no matter what I said, it would just sound like an excuse. A single tear spilled from my eye. I'm sorry. I brushed his hand away and started to run away from there. This makes me so sad. Tokiwa-san. When I was in my room alone, I couldn't stop thinking about him. What a thoughtless thing I did. I can't believe I just ran away. I think we probably, if we said I'm sorry, it would have ended the same. I think it would have ended the same way, but I'm wondering if we said, please wait for my reply, he would have said the same thing like, what? That makes no sense. And we'd be like, never mind. And like, I don't know. Because that made no sense to me. Please wait for my reply. Like, and I think she would have still run away, but should I have openly told him the truth? I wonder if he hated me for not telling him anything. You just get a different amount of points. Like, so some of them you get more points, you get less points, and I think you get like maybe no points. But today is Tokiwa-san's courtesan's procession. To begin with, it's common for high-class gentlemen to rarely leave the red light district. Thinking about it, the courtesan's procession must be the best time for the street killer to strike. I hope nothing will happen. The feeling of worry tormented my mind, and even as night came, the feeling wouldn't disappear. And it's sad because like she's not going to go and see his thing, you know? I couldn't stand the thought of him getting hurt. It would be awkward to meet him, but if I were just watching, unable to just stand idly by anymore, my feet took it upon themselves to head to Yoshiwara at night. Just to see it hiding in the background with a blanket over your, with like a hood over your head. You're basically Takao with the fucking sheet over your head and like a mask. I'm Batman. Spacey? No, I'm Batman. There were crowds of women and touts coming back and forth through Yoshiwara at night. In the main street center was a section that was surrounded by an unusual air of excitement. What is that? I walked closer to the place as if I were a butterfly being drawn to nectar. Just then, in between the crowd of people, I could see a glimpse of a beautifully dressed Tokiwa-san. It was the courtesan's procession. Strut. I think it was supposed to be second strut. I think I clicked and it just... Okay. Tokiwa-san walked forward with unique steps, followed by many young gentlemen. Tokiwa-san. Even from far away, I could tell it was him. The courtesan's procession that Tokiwa-san dreamed of. Tokiwa-san didn't have the friendly expression that he usually had on his face. His eyes hid a sensuality, capturing the hearts of those who saw them and not letting go. They were mysterious eyes that made people want the green depths hidden within. They were gorgeous beyond this world. In case he was attacked, there were guards with swords on their waists among the long line. I wanted to see him more up close. I couldn't see him well from my current position. Please, let me go through. Please let me go forward. I pushed through the crowds of spectators and tried to see Tokiwa-san at the front of the line. You shouldn't want him to see you, though. Then I finally got an open view. I met the procession in which all this world's beauty had been gathered. This is where we need a beautiful fucking CG of the procession, but I could hear voices of admiration from around the area. Wow. That's him from Kikuya! How beautiful. I naturally let out a sigh. It was illuminated by the red light of the lanterns. Among the fluttering cherry blossom petals, Tokiwa-san walked in a dignified yet still graceful manner. Strut, strut, he moved forward. A red painted umbrella, the color of twilight. And in contrast to these, his green eyes and blonde hair shined bewitchingly, as if they were asking to be touched. But once you touch him, you would meet your end. His eyes were provoking and sensual. I saw his eyes shine after capturing the spectators' hearts. Even if it was only a 7-day-long sweet dream, this beautiful scenery satisfied my heart a little. And this revived the feeling that I had in my heart when I met Tokiwa-san for the first time. Tokiwa-san. Yes, the Tokiwa-san that I loved was such a beautiful person. I forgot time was passing and was captivated staring at the person I loved for some time. Then, in the moment following this, my glance met Tokiwa-san's. Oh! Did he notice me? What should I do? Don't try to call his name. That's just like kind of creepy and stalkery. Tokiwa-san! No. Because you already... I can't see you anymore, but you could look away. Look away just seems... Definitely not that. I don't particularly... I think we keep staring at him, even if it's awkward. Girl! Hike your tits up and keep staring at the man. I kept staring at Tokiwa-san's eyes. Our wistful glances intersected. But he was in the courtesan's procession, so we both couldn't say anything. And yet I did feel that my feelings were conveyed. See, there you go, the like, it's not that I don't want to see you. I love you. Tokiwa-sama, is something wrong? The man following and holding the umbrella for him talked to Tokiwa-san. No, it's nothing. A longing feeling made my chest tighten, and I tried to leave that place. I felt that Tokiwa-san's mouth had moved to say, please wait. But I went back into the crowd of people. I felt regretful, but after that, I continued watching Tokiwa-san among the crowd. It ends around here. It seems that the attack we were expecting didn't come. They stopped at a tea house, and Iroha-san, who was prepared to attack at the line's end, appeared. I feel a little disappointed. You should be happy that you're safe. Oh, well then, I'll be going. He then went back to Kikuya with the guards. Spacey? I was discovered by Tokiwa-san, so I quickly tried to leave. Oh, wait, Spacey. Spacey, why are you running away from me? Please don't follow me. But when I came to the grounds of Inari Shrine... Gotcha. Tokiwa-san grabbed hold of my arm. Why did you run away from me? Do you hate me now? No, I don't. I could never hate you. Then, why? You just don't know how upset I was to see you in the middle of the courtesan's procession. I'm sorry, Tokiwa-san. I'm sorry. Spacey. Alright. If you really don't want to tell me the reason, I won't ask you anymore. So please don't make such a pained face. Girl, just fucking tell him, because you're hurting him. Though I was shrunken with fear, Tokiwa-san hugged my shoulders and held my hand. I'm sorry, but I like Tokiwa-san. Please understand that at least. I know. Again, I know it's the translation, but it sounds awkward. Yes, I know. You came to see my courtesan's procession, right? If you say so, then I won't doubt your feelings. Is that okay for you? Yes. Good. And then don't make a sad face anymore. When I calmed down, Tokiwa-san acted cheerfully to change the atmosphere. Oh, what did you think about my courtesan's procession? Yes, it was beautiful. All right. I'm happy that you feel that way. Tokiwa-san held my hand strongly. The jade bracelet that Tokiwa-san gave me shined in the twilight. You wore this bracelet. Yes. If I wear this, I can feel like I'm with you, Tokiwa-san, even when we're apart. Though I couldn't see him anymore, the shine of these stones made me not forget Tokiwa-san. Spacey, why did you say something like that? Huh? Why did you say that you couldn't see me anymore? It was... You like me, don't you, Spacey? I like you. I even feel like I want to take you and run away with you right now. Tokiwa-san's wistful eyes told me his words were not lies. Okay, I will tell you everything. I have to tell him especially. I have to tell him the truth. Good for you! I prepared myself for the worst, and as soon as I opened my mouth...
Tokiwa from Kikuya, I found you! Prepare yourself!
I like how it's street killer. Huh? A man holding a sword appeared from the shadows of the shrine grounds and tried to slash Tokiwa-san. Watch out! Oh, that's me. Watch out! Tokiwa-san, run! He barely dodged the sword's sharp edge. Sword's sharp edge. That's hard. Are you the street killer? No! I'm the killer of the street. There's a street killer? God damn it, he got the better name. Sorry. The man, who at a glance appeared to be dressed like a gentleman, grimaced. I thought I'd take you on the flash once the guards left, but you dodged my attack. I have been foiled. Tokiwa from Kikuya, I will kill you, and this lady will unfortunately also meet the same fate. And this would be where we'd get a bad ending if they had bad endings in this. The man raised his sword again. Clang. Huh? Do what you want with me, but don't you lay a hand on her. Tokiwa-san stopped the man's slash with a small dagger that was hidden in his chest pocket. Tokiwa-san! Tch, how crafty. Spacey, don't worry about me. Just run. No! What should I do? Let's call someone. Let's run away together. I can't leave you. I mean, I can't leave you and let's run away together are both really good options. Let's do the stupid thing and be like, I can't leave you. Sounds like overly dramatic, and I feel like that's the right one. I can't leave you alone and run away, Tokiwa-san. What are you saying? Don't throw your life away for me. See, we wouldn't get this drama without it, I'm glad. Tokiwa-san, you're more important than my life. This cheap drama ends right now. This guy has had enough of this shit. Clang. Tokiwa-san's small knife was flung away with one sharp slash. Hey! Die! Just as the man put his sword down sharply. Ka-clang! Nice. Kagura-san appeared to stop the killer's slash with his sword. Kagura-san! What are you doing here? I heard from Iroha-san and came here to see what happened. Someone new? Then you'll also meet the same fate. Oh, hell no. This is like Swordmaster up in here. Try it if you can. Kagura-san glared at him fiercely with his cold, icy eyes. Kagura-san and the man went back and forth, exchanging strikes and defending themselves. I kind of almost can't, like, I think his path will be interesting because it's kind of like he's going to be the cold, dark one, but there's going to, like, I think maybe he'll actually be, I don't know if he's going to be the marshmallow. You know what I mean? Because he doesn't seem, he's not like Kagero, who is just like such a fucking douche on the outside. You know what I mean? He's the twatty little one. You think he's the one with the rough exterior. My God, that he'd be like marshmallowy, but he just irritates me. But like Kagura is the one who's like, he has to be a gentleman and he has to be kind and blah, blah, blah. But he's probably more like Takao is like pretty much like throw you down and molest you. Like he's just like, I'm pretty, right? Look at me, I'm pretty. I don't like being pretty. Like they're very much so far very good at being like courtesans. But I feel like Kagura is the one who's like, we'll have tea and I will treat you like a lady. But I'm not going to have sex with you because that isn't appropriate. So I'm just like really curious about like how that works. Because I mean, he just seems like the type to be like, I'm sorry, that is just, no. He's the proper gentleman. If you want tea services, then you go to him. You want to get laid, you go to Takao. Tokiwa, you get cuddled. Like, they've all got their thing. Or you want a sword fight, you can go to Kagura. Anyway. And Kagura-san and the man went back and forth, exchanging strikes and defending themselves. He seems just so serious. He seems almost too serious to be a courtesan, is what I'm saying. But like, I didn't expect someone with such skill. I don't even know what's happening with that guy's voice, but who cares? Spacey, it's dangerous to stick around here, so get away from here. Yes. After Tokiwa-san told me that, I went back inside the shrine's gate. While I was doing that, Kagura-san cornered the street killer with his fluid swordsmanship. There's not too much more space behind you. Grrr, then I have no choice. The street killer ducked down. and suddenly threw sand from the ground at Kagura-san and Tokiwa-san. My eyes! The man then took this opportunity to instantly run towards me. He got hold of me, binding my arms from behind. Spacey! The man put the pale, shining edge of the sword to my neck. Well, this is where we die. We didn't even get to get laid. Jesus. Again, this is where a bad ending would happen. How could I let this happen? It's not his voice, but I can't be as dramatic with him as I'd like to be. I can't do that voice dramatically, but how could I let this happen? You coward! Don't move a muscle. If you move, this woman will die. I don't know. I'm sorry, I don't know. The man put a grimy smile on his face as he held me hostage and slowly shuffled his feet back away. How do we know if he's behind us? That's right. Don't you guys follow me. When he was far enough away from them, he hit me sharply on my neck. Ugh! Tokiwa-san. Spacey! While my consciousness started to fade, I could hear Tokiwa-san frantically calling my name. The truth. The air was damp, making it difficult to breathe. I could vaguely hear the lively sounds of a banquet far off somewhere. My consciousness was slowly coming back. When I opened my eyes, I was in a small moonlit room. Was this a storage room? I couldn't speak. When I looked at myself, my mouth was covered by a cloth and my arms and legs were tied up. I desperately tried to remember why I was tied up like this. I thought he was going to drag us away. I thought when he knocked us unconscious, then he was going to knock us unconscious and run. And I thought that perhaps we were going to wake up in Kikuya, but no, I don't think they... Roha-san comes in. I just didn't want other people to know that you were here. That's why I gagged you. It's not where I was expecting. So obviously we got kidnapped. I was kidnapped by a man. Well, checking. It's like, par for the course. This happens enough. Hasn't happened in this one yet, but I mean, I think it's happened before, so. Got locked in a cage. I've been pushed off buildings. I mean, kidnapped. Checking my surroundings, I noticed that I had lost the important bracelet Tokiwa-san gave me. Just then, how's the woman? I could hear the low voice of a man from outside of the room. What was that voice just now? I crawled to the door of the room and tried to listen in. This is bad. We've been making it look like this was by someone with a grudge against gentlemen. We left witnesses out there. Right when we were about to finally become the top shop in the red light district. This means... Were the street killer crimes related to conflicts between the shops and the red light district? I mean, and that's why they were only attacking high-ranking gentlemen? It was a dude. It's a street killer dude. Of course, you had to think he was from a different shop. In any case, I'll leave it to you to deal with the woman. Certainly. What? He was gonna take care of me and not in the way that you pay for. If I don't do anything, I'll be... I'm scared. I want to escape. But how can I escape with my arms and legs tied up? Somebody help me. Tokiwa-san. My whole body was shaking in fear from not knowing what would happen. But I was the one who tried to distance myself from Tokiwa-san, even if I called his name. Just as I closed my eyes and tried to quietly bear this fear. What are you... Gah! I heard a man groan in pain. After a while, the door slowly opened. Creak! I heard footsteps coming close to me. It's Kagura and Tokiwa. Who was this? I'm so scared. What should I do? Try to say something? Crawl to the corner of the room? Just go wild! I am pretty sure it is either Kagura or Tokiwa or somebody coming to save us. Because if he was just the door opening... one thing, but he was like, what are you? It sounded like he just got attacked. Why would his own person attack him? So, crawling to the corner of the room wouldn't be bad, but going wild is terrible. So I feel like since it's someone trying to save us, we should just try to say something. Who's there? Oh, it's Tokiwa. I tried speaking, but it just made the cloth go deeper in my mouth and didn't help at all. Okay, maybe that was a bad idea. In the darkness, I heard someone coming towards me, one step after the other. This was it. Why wouldn't he say anything? Just as I thought that, it's okay, be quiet. Hmm? This voice was... The cloth covering my mouth was taken off, and a dim light illuminated the area as the surrounding area slowly came into focus. Then the face of the voice owners was illuminated. Oh, Spacey, I came here to rescue you. See? At least he's wrapped in a sheet. He came after us wrapped in a sheet. Okay. I really hope in every single path there's sprites of them wrapped in a sheet. Because we got Takao in a sheet, but I just wanted to see Tokiwa just like everything. Just his mouth in a sheet because it just looks ridiculous. But we got him in a sheet, so. There was the person that I wanted to see most. The person whose name I called in my heart for so long. Tokiwa-san! Shh, be quiet. Or relax. Everything's all right. You were scared, right? The green eyes that I loved shook with worry. You came here to rescue me? Tokiwa-san! Tokiwa-san! I felt so relieved that tears were spilling forth from my eyes. Ah, come on. Everything's fine. Here we go! Woo! Him in a sheet. I am so happy that there is a sprite of him in a sheet. This is my goal for this game now. Tokiwa-san ever so gently covered my body as I continued to sob. Tokiwa-san, Tokiwa-san! Calm down. I'll always be by your side. Yes. His large hand gently rubbed my back over and over as I sobbed convulsively. Okay. Have you finally calmed down, Spacey? The sound of his voice made me feel relieved from the bottom of my heart. Yes, I'm okay now. I wiped away my tears and smiled at Tokiwa-san. Spacey, you don't need to try and act tough. Alright. Oh, that's it. Alright. I'll free you now. Tokiwa-san untied the rope that was binding my hands and feet. Tokiwa-san! As we hugged each other tightly. Oh, and we hugged each other tightly. Whoops. But how did you know I was here? Because of this. After Tokiwa-san said that, he showed me a small stone that had the same color as his eyes. This is from the bracelet. When I walked around Yoshiwara trying to find you, I found these stones scattered in front of the shop. I see. These stones are rare, so I quickly noticed them. And then I snuck in through the back door and tried to find you, Spacey. And these green stones brought you and me together, Tokiwa-san. If I didn't have eyes this color, and I wouldn't have given this to you. But when I found this for the first time, I was able to appreciate the color of my eyes. Tokiwa-san. If it can save the life of my precious Spacey, then I guess the colors of my eyes aren't so bad. Aww. He finally learned how to love himself. When Tokiwa lifted the stone to his eye, he winked with his eye that shined like the stone. Okay. But what a surprise. And to think that you would be held captive in a shop along the same main street. So this is actually the red light district? Yes, and this shop has been competing against our shop in the ranks for a long time. I told Tokiwa-san what I heard the men talking about before. I see. So that's what happened. And that's why only famous top gentlemen were attacked. I also thought it was strange. If gentlemen were their targets, it'd be difficult to attack the top ones inside the shop. Tokiwa-san nodded and seemed to understand what had happened. In any case, we should get out of here. Spacey, can you walk? No, carry me. Oh, yes. Oh, what? I tried to stand up but lost my balance and almost fell down. Are you okay? Tokiwa-san quickly held my body after I lost my balance. I'm sorry. Maybe because I was tied up. I lost the strength to my legs. They're probably asleep. Don't overdo it. All right, let's go before someone notices us dragging me behind him. With Tokiwa-san supporting my body, we headed to the door when... What? How'd you guys... We ran into the man from before at the entrance to the room. Oh, this is Killer Guy? This isn't good. Run away now. Wait. We shook the man off and started to run away from there. We left the shop that I was held captive in and ran outside. Spacey, are your legs okay? Yes, somehow. Fear will do that. Find them. They must be around here somewhere. From behind us, I heard the voices of our pursuers. Oh, let's hide in the shadows of that building. Following Tokiwa-san, I walked into a street that led to a back alley. We then hid ourselves in the shadows, and Tokiwa-san held me in his chest. Tokiwa-san, be quiet. I nodded slightly, and from the shadows, I watched what was happening on the main street. Damn, they aren't here. Look over there! After making sure that our pursuers were leaving, we headed in the opposite direction. We hid ourselves among the pleasure seekers and somehow fled to Inari's shrine. Phew! If we've come this far, we should be all right. We seem to have thrown off our pursuers. We finally caught our breath and sat down within the shrine's grounds. I'm so happy that you're safe. After you were kidnapped, I felt so uneasy. I also felt like it would be the end for me. But I didn't expect that I would end up with you like this, Tokiwa-san. Oh, by the way, weren't we in the middle of a conversation when we came here before? Oh, yeah, that was... Spacey, is it alright if I ask you again? Tokiwa-san looked at my eyes without blinking. Why did you say that you wouldn't meet me anymore? Tell him the truth. We're not dodging the question, that's wrong. Hesitate to dodge. Straight up tell the truth. Okay, I'll tell you the truth. Please, oh please, of all people, I want to know you clearly, Spacey. My family isn't rich or anything like that. I received the money I bought you with from a young couple when I helped them to run away. You helped them to run away, so that's why even people who help someone run away from the red light district are severely punished. You skated on thin ice, but I'm happy that you're safe, Spacey. But I've already used all the money. Spacey, why? Because I like you, Tokiwa-san. I wanted to make your dream come true. So I wanted to support you as much as I could. But I've already used all the items that I received as thanks for helping them. And that's why you said that you wouldn't be able to see me anymore. Yes. You were truly beautiful in the courtesan's procession, so my vision became warped for some reason, and I felt something oozing out deep in my nose. She's like boogers pouring out. Oh my god. Even if I weren't around you, you would be fine. That's what I thought. I didn't want to cry. A big teardrop spilled out from the corner of my eye. But, Tokiwa-san, you already have a lot of appointments from other women, right? What are you talking about? Of course I decline those types of appointments. Huh? No, wait! I spent all my money so you can get to the top, you hoe! Fucking take the bitches! Could you imagine? You're like, I spent all my money to get you to the top so that you could get more appointments and pay off your debt, and you're not taking the appointments? What did I waste my money on? I paid for you to go to college just for you to, not go? Not do anything? You dropped out? Oh my god. Of course. You're the only one for me, Spacey. Oh my. Tokiwa-san. You should have told me about this earlier. Tokiwa-san. Tokiwa-san gently hugged my shoulder as I continued to cry without end. You're the only one for me, Spacey. Tokiwa-san, I really don't want to leave you. I want to be with you. Me too, Spacey. We hugged each other's bodies firmly like we were confirming our love. Spacey, I felt warm inside of Tokiwa-san's arms, and he received my heart ever so gently. At last night. This is the last... Okay, well, we got a few minutes, so we'll read a little bit. We safely returned to Kikuya and went inside the shop. Spacey-san, you're safe. Yes, thanks to Tokiwa-san's quick wit. You don't seem to be injured. Iroha-san and Kakura-san were explaining the details to the guards at the shop's entrance. By the way, Iroha-san, we finally found out who the street killer was. Tokiwa-san then gave a thorough explanation of what happened in the shop where I was held. I see. So that's what this was all about. I'll report the details. Well, for the time being, we should be happy that Spacey is safe. Yes, that's what's most important. Thank you so much. But it's great that you actually found the perpetrator of these crimes. This finally brings an end to the street killings that upset the red light district. Not unless you go arrest them all. Well, you figured out who it was. I guess we're done. You look, even the Scooby-Doo gang had the people arrested. Jesus. We must show our gratitude to Kikuya and these two people. Well then, I'll take my leave now. I want your gratitude and monetary compensation so I can buy Tokyo. Right. After promising to report the full details of the incident later, the guards left Kikuya later, after somebody else gets stabbed. But I feel bad to have to put you in a dangerous situation, Spacey. If you're okay, we'll hold a banquet for you as an apology and celebrate to the incident's end. But I don't have any money now. Tokyo-san and I looked at each other's faces. Of course you don't need to pay. The banquet is for you guys as a token of our gratitude. And like that, he promised to hold a banquet for me that day, and I left the shop late that night. The following night... Okay, this is where we'll stop. I'll stop here and we'll do the following night banquet in the next part. So we'll have this part and then we'll get our ending because chapter 13... Well, we should be able to finish chapter 13 and chapter 14 in the next part. So, yeah, I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.